Hi everyone, it's Dorcas and welcome back to my channel. So I got back from Little Craft Fest about a week or so ago and immediately had to go to the Dominican Republic to visit with my family. So all of my bags and my haul has been in bags and envelopes on my desk waiting for me to come back. And so now I'm finally ready to film this haul and I'm going to do my very best to keep this moving because we have a lot to get through. So when we first arrived, we got our badge. So we got these cute little badges and this lanyard with the different sponsors of this year's Little Craft Fest. And we got to write our names on these cute little badges. And we also got the program. So inside the program, I haven't even really looked through all of it because I already knew what my workshop schedule was going to be. And I had my own map that I was referring to. But what I did use this for was for the stamp rally. And so when we got in, we got this booklet and we got our swag bag if you were a VIP or a 3-day pass holder, which I was. So I'm going to go through what was in the VIP, the 3-day swag bag, and then what I got for the stamp rally. I initially was only going to try and do, the first couple days. By the time Sunday came around, I was pretty tapped out, but before I knew it, I had already nearly met the requirements in order to get your prize. So I ended up doing the stamp rally for all 3 days. So I'll show you what I got as part of my prize for the stamp rally as well. So this was the swag bag and it was designed by Rin Studio. We had already seen kind of little sneak peeks on what the bag was going to look like, and when they shared it on Instagram it looked much more teal and bright, but I'm glad that it's this because it's a nicer more muted blue. And I'm telling you, these bags were so filled. So let me take out the stamp rally stuff. It was like we got this in the morning and it was so heavy. So the reason why it was so heavy, take out what was inside. Okay, so this is the tote bag, super cute. And there's nothing on the back. But, a nice, simple tote bag. This was clutch on days 1 and 2 to just stuff all of the things that I was getting into this tote bag. So in here we got a bunch of things courtesy of Rin Studio. We got this acrylic clip. And I think there might be a film covering it just to protect it, but it says Little Craft Fest and then the cute little, I guess, mascot. We got a keychain, also says Little Craft Fest. A photo, what do you call it? A frame, a photo frame. And I think it's magnetic. I'll take this out. It's a little photo frame for a Little Craft Fest. Again, also pretty sure it has a film because it's kind of a little like frosted. We've got some info on Rin, and then I'll save that for later. I'm pretty sure this sticker was in there because I didn't buy it. A B6 gridded notebook, also from Rin Studio. Pip stickers. Oh my goodness. This adhesive, Lord. Okay. And so we got some pip stickers. They were also at the, they were also a vendor. Okay. So there was this little booklet with some activities, little DIY things. Just cute. And then some sticker sheets. So a bunch of different sticker sheets, a lot of stationery and snail mail sticker sheets. Pipsticks is very colorful and vibrant. That one's cute. This little airmail sticker sheet. Like that. A lot, very playful, very whimsical. So we've got those, and then this postcard. We love our postal workers. We definitely keep them employed. So there's that. And then the heaviest thing in the bag was this 2026 Doodle planner from Amanda Rach Lee, along with this postcard or this little card. And I haven't opened this. I'm actually not even sure if I want to open it. And the reason being why, like I mentioned, it's the 2026 Doodle Planner. It is a dated book. We are now in May, and I know that there are, you know, pages to customize. There's like little coloring pages. I mean, it's a coloring book. It has these doodles that you can color in and make it your own. But it is for 2026, and I'm not, you know, I'm not gonna backdate anything. I know maybe someone will, so I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna end up doing with this book. And as you know, as generous as it was, because every bag got one of these, and it's a hefty book. I don't find that it's going to be useful for me because again, the year is half over at this point. Now, if it were an undated book, I could save it for another year or for just a different purpose. But for a 2026 planner, it's not really going to be super functional or useful for me at this point in time. So I think I'm just gonna keep it closed and figure out what to do with it. If anyone did also receive their free 2026 Doodle Planner and has already thought of an idea on how they're going to use it or maybe gift it forward, let me know because I'll need ideas on how to put this to best use. Next is my earnings from the stamp rally. And so each day you were to go around and collect the stamps from the featured vendors. There are about 20 every day. And so out of those 20, you also had to make purchases from at least 8 of them. So I ended up, in some cases, you know, Friday was the easiest, right? Because it's the first day. I know what I want. I'm going to go around and get it. But then for Saturday and Sunday, if there were shops that I felt were selling something that might sell out, I ended up making more than one purchase. So I would, you know, purchase it on Friday or earlier during the event, and then go back and just buy a little something to get that purchased stamp. So on Friday, and I'm not going to remember exactly what I got on each day, but I will do my best. So, because I remember Friday being the best day, I guess, of the prizes that were being offered. And I want to say there was a washi as well, but again, cannot fully remember. So I'm gonna say it was this and, you know, and a washi. We got this Archer and Olive notebook, which was pretty cool. It's not just a notebook, but it also, see if I can pop it out. There we go. It has this, let me see if you can even see it. So there's dot grid paper, there's craft dot grid paper, and then there are stickers. Bunch of stickers, not just and they seem to repeat, so you don't have to worry about using your stickers, but there are like washi strips, there are more planner functional stickers, prompts, things like that. Let's see, yeah, there's 3 sets of those sticker sheets, as in there's 3 of each of them, right? So this was from Archer and Olive. We also got these sticker sheets from Wrong, which is very generous. So a bunch of sticker sheets, and my intention going into the event was to go through the swag bag and see what I was getting for free, so I wouldn't feel like I needed to buy something from that vendor. But it was just, there was so much going on that I definitely did not even look through the swag bag until maybe later on in the day. I don't even know if I got to look through it until I got back to my hotel room. So that was from Wrong. That was also part of was that part of the swag or the stamp rally now? I don't remember. I think it was from the stamp rally, but maybe it was from the swag bag. So I'm just gonna bring in all of these so we can go through it. And these were all, I know for sure these are all from stamp rally. So I got some Simply Gilded washi tapes on different days too. So one, like I think maybe this was on, you know, the 2nd or the 3rd day. And I initially got this other rainbow one thinking that it was going to be a duplicate because this one was in my hotel room, but I am now seeing that they are different saturation. So this is a little lighter and this is a darker rainbow washi. This is also Simply Gilded, and these are little like bears and I think with a bear heart. I had received another washi tape, but I gave it to a friend who was there, and she didn't have the 3-day pass, so I just had her like choose whatever washi she wanted, as well as there was a 3rd clear stamp. So I got this little penguin with the mail. This one was from the 1st day, this little Green Reaper one. And there was a 3rd one, and I gifted that one to her. I remember there were these flags, these kind of sticky notes. There were different sizes, and so I initially got a larger one, and then I switched it out for this one. This was on the 3rd day. This was on the 2nd day. It is a teeny tiny little notebook, also from Rin Studio. And you can tear off the sheets, but it is tiny. It's super teeny. But it has a cardboard cover and this little elastic. So that was on the 2nd day. This was, I want to say, on the 3rd day. This is from Once More with Love. This is from Zebra, so like the folks behind the Zebra mild liners and the Sarasa Dry and all that, they gave us this sticker. I have more than one of those, so I think they gave it on the 1st day and on the 3rd day if one wasn't in the swag bag. And then on the 3rd day, I also got this Thousand Skies washi tape. and it is stamp washi. And they are Little Craft Fest theme, like Houston themed. So got that. Thought that was cute. So that was what I got from my stamp rally prizes. I'd heard from others what it was like on previous years, or not years, but last year. Um, everyone, there was a limited amount, and everyone got the same thing, but it was a lot more nerve wracking because you had the stress of trying to complete the stamp rally in time. That said, you didn't have to buy anything in order to get a, a stamp from the vendors. So I know that this time around they changed it so that there was a prizes for every single person who attended, and you had all day to complete the stamp rally page and redeem your prize. So in that sense, it was nice to not have to worry about doing it by a certain time. Um, but I know that the prizes were a little more like, what's the word? They were more impressive, maybe. I don't know. Free is free. I'm happy for free. I will take free. I mean, granted, it's not free, right? Because you still have to purchase. But if it happens to be from vendors that you were already going to purchase from, awesome. I did find myself kind of just purchasing like something small if it's a vendor that I wasn't necessarily going to purchase from. So, in that sense, I did still have, I still ended up paying more than I would have if I wasn't doing the stamp rally. So take from that what you will. But these are the prizes that we got for 2026. So the first thing that I actually purchased when I arrived at the event was this really cute Little Craft Fest tote bag. And this was from the Little Craft Place's booth, or it's not a booth, it was just like a shopping area that they had set aside in the big ballroom, like hangout spot, alongside Tono and Lim's table space. So they had a bunch of tote bags, a bunch of Little Craft Fest merch, stickers, and they'd kind of set it up as a mini version of their store. So when they shared the kind of what this year's tote bag was going to be, I definitely had to get it. It's super cute. It has this beautiful little like medallion charm that says Houston Stationery Fest, and inside it has all kinds of pockets. So it has this kind of divider insert, but I'm not quite sure if it's supposed to stay like that. I think it's supposed to go on the bottom, which is what I've been doing. And so put that at the bottom just to flatten out the bag and so that it can stay standing. And then it has these compartments. You can put your water bottle there, your planner. I took this to my Thousand Skies workshop. So I had my planner in here, and then I had my wallet, my drawing supplies, all of that fit right in there. So it's a great size. And so this is my A5 planner, so you can see that there's still some space, plenty of space in there. And then here is my Hobonichi drawer pouch. And so there's pockets there, so you can slip in sticker sheets or your wallet. There's also a pocket on the outside for both sides of it. So yeah, so I used this bag on my very last day because I was not going to be buying as much, obviously, on my final day there. I will say, I mean, my planner is pretty heavy, so it is kind of a hefty bag if you're going to be, just carrying it on your forearm like I was. I definitely wish I still had my tote bag. instead of this, but this was so cute. It's so cute. So it's great. I feel like if you're just gonna go to a coffee shop or just somewhere nearby, you're just gonna throw it in your car and kind of hop around with your goodies. It also has these snaps so you can snap it closed. Obviously with this is too tall for it, but it snaps closed on both sides. So I definitely love a bag that shuts to keep nosy people out of it, right? So that's what I got. I got that along with a Thousand Skies sticker sheet. And this matches the washi tape that was on day 3 of the stamp rally. So I was just very mindful to not get much, even though that was like the 3-day pass holders got an hour of early access to the space, to the event. And so we were able to just roam around and see the merch that they had in there. And I didn't want to get anything yet before I got into the actual marketplace. So very smart on their end, because we were able to kind of be there the first, shop there first before going into the marketplace. But I just got, a couple things. I want to say it was just these 2 things. I can't totally remember. I was also talking with a lot of people, so it was kind of a blur and the excitement. But I definitely did not get much at all at Little Craft Place on that, the first minutes of the event. And then once we were in, it was, well, one, it was kind of off to the races for the stamp rally, because even though we didn't have to do it by a certain hour, or there was no limit on the prizes that were available, I still, and I feel most of us still wanted to get it out of the way so that we can just focus on the rest of the show. We wanted to just go get our stamps and just have peace of mind that that's been checked off and we could check out the rest of the show. So right when I walked in, and again, I'm gonna try to have this in some kind of order, but I might show you something and then realize that I also have stuff from that shop in another area. So the first purchase that I made after Little Craft Place tote bags was at Rin Studio, because they were right there as soon as I made that right. So I got this Texas postcard. I was also being very mindful to not get a ton of Texas and Little Craft Place and Houston stuff, because I made that mistake in Chicago. So while I did get a few things, I didn't get as much as I did in Chicago, and which is fine, because I will probably go to Chicago sooner than Texas. So here is this postcard that I got from Rin Studio. I also got some more tapes, some more pet tapes and washi tapes from Rin Studio. I'm not gonna swatch them, just to keep this video going, but Leo was there, who was fantastic, and I was able to flip through the swatch book of all of their tapes, so I was able to get exactly what I wanted. So I got those. I'm gonna keep going through these things, and then I don't think I got more than this. Maybe I got some sticker sheets, but I cannot remember. We also went to Thousand Skies. Thousand Skies I went to a few times. I went a few times to Thousand Skies because I love her work. I took her workshop Friday night, which was awesome, even though I was super tired. But the reason why I went to Thousand Skies a couple times is because I shopped on Friday, and then when Thousand Skies had their stamp rally on, let's see when that day was. I think it was on the last day. On Saturday. So Thousand Skies on Saturday. So these are the sticker sheets that I got. I'm dead. I felt dead. definitely by the end of the show. I just love her style. Absolutely love it. And this was a freebie sticker sheet. So that's what I got on one of the days. And then this is what I got on, I want to say on the first day. Yeah, I got these on the first day. So I got another free sticker sheet. Got this vinyl pin. This little bunny drinking bubble tea. If you can see it. There you go. Another sticker sheet. This one is from Panty Cat. Put that aside. And this one I actually got for free at her workshop. She gave every student a little passport size notebook, which I had seen her share on her Instagram. So I was happy that I didn't have to buy it. So that was from A Thousand Skies. I'm gonna move over to Sakura Dragon and Tokubetsu Memory. Because they were doing a collaboration for this show. Tokubetsu Memory, I mean, I buy from both of them whenever I go to these shows, so I am no stranger to their artwork and their style, but I wanted to get Sakura Dragon's Little Craft Fest sticker, and she was so sweet to give me, I think it was either another sticker or another postcard. But I went again on the final day and had an awesome conversation with Cindy of Sakura Dragon, and actually, I'm forgetting her name, Aggie, from the Little Red House, and some others. It was just awesome. Again, I talked so much that weekend. It was great. This is Tokubetsu Memories freebie sticker. And so the collaboration that they did was that they each designed a postcard. So they each had a postcard, they had a sticker sheet. So the sticker sheet was shared between the both, but then one had one postcard and the other one had the other. And then they also had a stamp. So you can stamp your notebook with each of these designs. And I thought it was so sweet. It's about them coming for a little craft fest and visiting Houston. So that was super, super cute. So I got to see Cindy of Sakura Dragon and Judy of Tokubetsu Memory. And this is the sticker sheet. So it has those two postcard designs. So I'll put that there. And I got quite a few postcards from Sakura Dragon, so I can save one and send the rest. And from Tokubetsu Memory, I got these sticker sheets. So Judy represents Taiwanese artists. Oh, there's like a little note sheet, a little note card there, along with the stickers. And this is another sticker. I hadn't realized. It was so cute. So she represents different Taiwanese artists and sells them through her shop. So it's great to get to know other artists from that side of the world. So these are two others. So Ubi is one that I've had. Sticker sheets. These are like washi stickers or iron-on stickers, like transfer stickers. Let's see, because I have some others as well, but from what show from Chicago Stationery Fest. So these are transfer. So you rub them onto your paper and it blends in seamlessly, which is nice because it doesn't bulk up your paper. So there's that. I got this one too. This one is more Houston themed. And there's 2 sheets, or 2 sheets per pack. I also got this cute little postcard. Adorable, also from the same artist, Ubi. And Judy also had a gotcha machine. I think that's what they call them. And I've shown this in my little craft fest video. You kind of put in a coin and you twist the machine and you get a little ball, kind of like, you know, what we had when we were kids. And inside was a stamp. And now let me just find that stamp. So this is the stamp, and it's it's a little character from a little Ubi character in a astronaut suit. I think it's so cute. So yeah, so just a little rubber stamp. There were, I think, 5 different designs, and this is the one I landed with. So that was Tokubetsu Memory and Sakura Dragon and Thousand Skies. Next, let's go with Cappuccino. I want to say they were also in the stamp rally. And from there, and everyone's bags were so cute. Like, I got so many pretty bags. Look at this. So pretty. Okay, so, and it's like, the quality is so good. It's kind of like this rubbery, like, texture. So from Cappuccino, I got some vinyl stickers. I love whatever is wrong with me. This one and this one. So just a few little things, but totally worth it for the bag, I have to say. Now I will go with Letters to Apollo. At Letters to Apollo, I just get this guest check sticker. There you go. I keep running into or having Letters to Apollo at the events I go to, and I don't always buy from them, but I saw this and I was like, oh, this is interesting. It's new. It's different. So instead of buying an entire guest check pad, which some shops do sell, I just wanted a couple or a few. Bloom Paper Studio. I went there on the first day and on the last day. So they were also on the stamp rally, I want to say on the first day, and then I went again to, I got a second patch, so I just have to find it, but I got the little Craft Fest sticker sheet because I have this little, like, Sharon has this little journal spread sticker for the different events that she's been at, so I want to add this to my journal since I have one for, I don't know if she did one for Empire State Pen Show, but I want to say there was one for Chicago Stationery Fest. But I have this this Esterbrook Esty right here. So I thought, I was like, oh, I gotta have it. It's my pen. So I do not have a brown Kaveco, but I do have the macchiato one, which is lighter. But this, I got the sticker sheet. And of course, I got the vinyl to add to my collection, and this iron-on bear patch, which I have to figure out where I want to put it on. And the reason why I got the second one is because I want to be able to put it on more than one place. So I just have to find it. And I know she has a darker one too, so maybe for next time around I'll get a darker one. Oh my goodness, look at God. Here. I found the patch. I literally just turned around to put stuff away, and there it was staring me at the face. And I did get the darker one. I had this back in my room, so I couldn't remember what color. I just assumed that it was the same one. So, yay! I got a light one and a dark one. I'm so happy. All right, moving on, we're gonna go with, let's go with this one. This one, I remember, was on the final day. I was just kind of buying some a few more things. This one was from Taro Morrow Studios, and I love her artwork illustration style, or there, because I can't remember now. I got this kind of Sanrio, like all these different characters in her or their illustration style. I can't remember the name of the person who runs this shop, but look at these. I saw Little Twin Stars in My Melody and immediately was hit with the nostalgia, because these were my very first like Sanrio characters that I owned and I loved. And so I don't always see a lot of Little Twin Stars or My Melody. It's a lot of Hello Kitty, who, I mean, is the boss, but I wanted to get some of these other ones. So I got these vinyls and this art print so I can put it up on my desk. I got a couple other art prints too. I was trying to kind of support artists in that way instead of just buying stickers. But that was Taro Morrow Studios. I want to say this right. Kumakun Studio. Kumakun Studio. I got these 2 washi sticker sheets. And I'm gonna just open them because they're so light. The colors are so soft. I want to make sure you can see them. This is one of them. So they're very soft, but just very delicate, and it's on washi paper, so it's, again, just a very light paper. But they're just different scenes in the city, kind of daily life. I'm not sure if they have an actual name. Nope. But this is the same, just kind of little scenes out and about. So that was from Kamukan Studio. They were also on the stamp rally. Let's see. This one is from Savannah Scribble's shop. Just got this little vinyl sticker. Of a Ghosty. Ghosty is, I don't know if Ghosty is the name of their character, but they have stickers of this little ghost character doing all kinds of different things. So I got this little vinyl sticker of Ghosty in a cafe. And what does the sticker say? The Whispered Ink Bookshop. Oh, it's a bookshop. So sweet. So, and I love the kind of the colors. They're very earthy, lots of browns and greens, a lot of you know, just those muted tones. Let's go with Do Not Microwave Craft. It was so, I mean, again, I got to meet a lot of new vendors and new shops that I'd never heard of before. I can't remember her name, but she was there with her mom, and I want to say this was her first event, perhaps, and we just got to chat for a while. I got these recycled papers. She had different colorways, and so I went with this one. It has like arches, ovals, moons, and clouds, so that I can, you know, use them in my journaling, in my art journaling. I wonder if they can take watercolors or paint in any way, but you know, just something to help, you know, for layering and things like that. And I told her I didn't need a baggie or anything, but this is something that she was including in her bag, so she just handed it to me. And it's this watercolored like berries or these beautiful florals. And this is handmade from recycled paper as well. So it's just a sweet little touch. Okay, let me make sure things are not getting buried here. Oh. Okay, let's go with, I hope I pronounced this right, IOE Little Studio, I think. I don't know. If you know how to pronounce this, let me know in the comments below, but I keep wanting to say it's Aioli Little Studio, but their illustration style was also very sweet, and there was so much cuteness at this thing, I swear. Okay, some more little vinyls. So this is from IOE Little Studio. This little cutie guy, he was a freebie because I don't remember buying him, but he was included. And so then I just got these 2 vinyl stickers of Karopi. Karopi in the Rain and Karopi Journaling. Very sweet. This one, I've been putting all of my little Craft Fest stickers aside so I can just plop them all in my journal. This I might have to try and save too because it's very cute. Bean Police, I remember also having a good conversation with her because she had Latinx stickers and Spanish stickers, and I was just saying how refreshing it was to find someone, you know, like her and Amarillo Stationery just out there representing us, because we're out there and we do journal and we want stickers that reflect our language and our phrases. So when I saw this, I had to grab that. I grabbed this one. Living for the chisme, definitely. Dad always says ponte la pila every morning when I'm waking up feeling a little down. Échale ganas. And then this little witch doing her thing. And so after we were chatting, and I gave her my sticker, which by the way, I gave out a bunch of these stickers to people, and everyone seemed to like them. So I'm looking forward to designing a new one for the next event, or just if I have, you know, I have maybe just like a small handful of these left. So I might print another batch, and or design a new one. We'll see. And she gave me this in return, this little like printed fabric patch. So cute. It's like a little fabric print. So that was Bean Police. So I had to support them, or support her. And next, let's get through this batch. So let's see what we've got here. So why don't we go with Hubman and Chub Girl, because they had such a huge section full of stickers and vinyl die cuts, and just it was a lot. I could have spent more time and more money there, but I have enough Hubman and Chub Girl items already that I need to get through, so I definitely controlled myself. I also didn't take Pekka's doodling workshop, and I know that those who did got an amazing kit. They got so many like stickers. They said that that workshop was well worth the money. So let's see. This goes here. All right, so I got a few packs of vinyl die cuts, ones that I don't already own. So I have that little Spring Foxes, the Totoro one. I already have a set of these, but I mostly use them up, so I got another set. this springtime little bunnies I thought would be perfect for now, and then this one for when spooky season arrives. So this one is magic potions. These are little witches. So I got those. You know how much I love my vinyl die cuts, stickers. And then I just got 2 sticker sheets. And again, I know I've mentioned how much I love their sticker sheets because the quality is just amazing. So I got those for springtime. And it came in this cute little folder. I have a few of theirs already, but I like repurposing these to just carry things around when I am out and about or when I need to organize. And I think, yeah, there's some other things in here from another shop. So this one is from Korea Crafts, right? Let me just double check that it's not Create. So yep, Korea Crafts. And then this one is from, oh my goodness, am I gonna remember? I want to say it's from Co-Made It, but it wasn't right next to the other things that I bought. But I want to say it was from Co-Made It, who also had a lot of melanin on the table there. So I definitely had to grab some of those stickers. I wish I was 100% sure about this one. I will follow up, but definitely this one was from there. And again, absolutely lovely person, Blair, who was there, and just yeah, these were great. Again, I have to support, um, you know, our fellow stationers of color, and I was very happy to discover her there. Another new to me shop was Talavera Coffee, and they did have coffee there, I want to say, but I don't drink coffee, so I wasn't really paying attention to that part of the table. They had some vinyl stickers, and they were on the rally, which is why, you know, that's what encouraged me to go over to check them out. And they had these awesome Mexican, uh, Mexican style or inspired artwork, and Zach was the one behind the table, and he was telling me a little bit more about the company and how it, the style of it, the illustrations, and just their vibe, was inspired by his, I want to say, his mother-in-law's Mexican background and heritage. So I love these. The colors, they're so vibrant and fun. I just love the tile work. It's absolutely beautiful. Let's see. At Archer and Olive, they were also in the stamp rally on one of the days. I don't know if it was Friday or, um, Saturday or Sunday, but this is all I got from them. They also had a couple of workshops where they gave out some amazing boxes and goodies, but I just didn't feel like signing up for the workshop. Um, let's see, but the other girls that I traveled there with did, and they had so much to carry back home, which was a fun problem to have. But what I found on their table, let's see, let me just rip this open real quick. Okay, so what I got from their table was this notepad, and it's kind of this, it has a texture to it, like a linen texture, but it's definitely like a covering, or I don't know how you call it. It's like a almost like a plasticky, rubbery cover, and it's just dark grid paper. So I got this notepad. They also had, as you saw hopefully in the video, this massive trunk at the end of the table where everything inside was for $7. So I think this cost $7, and then there were larger items in there that also cost $7. But I didn't get anything from there because there was just nothing in there that I would want, and just because it was a a good price. I just didn't want to have to lug that back home. So this is all I got from Archer and Olive. And that said, I did bring back one of my friend's boxes, one of the subscription boxes. She bought it for herself, but she offered to have me bring it just so that I can unbox it and show it to you in an upcoming video in case you were curious to know or see what's inside one of those subscription boxes. So definitely stay tuned for that because it will be coming up soon. Okay, I finally bought some things from Christine at Everyday Explorers, and I got this sticker sheet. She did not have one of the clear stamps that I was looking for, which is about the currently inked and the new pen day, like ink swatches, all of that. But I got this sticker sheet instead, and I'll just keep an eye out for next time. But I did get this one because I thought it was so fun that it's a stamp of stamps. So for different types of trips. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. So for camping, cruising, just definitely using this one at some point in time. Flying, just, yeah, all kinds of different travel, road trips. So I thought this was a fun one, a fun set to have. That was from Everyday Explorers. And Christine was she's such a pleasure. Oh, and I got something else from there. I also got two more oh my goodness, Sachiro stamp pads. I have two little ones, and I want to say those are Sachiata stamp pads. So I definitely took pictures of those before I went over, and I do not own these two colors, so now I have this kind of, I saw she had swatches of all of them. So this is like a softer pink than it looks on this label, and then this is a blue color. So got those also from Everyday Explorers. At Biscuit Floof, I got this vinyl sticker that says "This is fine." I love it because often I feel this way. Especially with the state of this world. So I got that from Biscuit Floof. Definitely a stamp rally purchase because they were on the stamp rally and I needed to add another purchase to my list, but I saw this and could not resist. Let's go through more stickers. Oh, you know what? Let's see. Here, I got this from Michaela Made. And in the video for Little Craft Fest, I think I put it in there. I have I gave her some money. She gave me 4 quarters, and I was able to get this mini print from there. So now I can add this to my journal. And I totally forgot to give back the cardboard like sleeve. So maybe if I'll see her in the future, I'll return it. But I got this one from that machine, which was fun. Let's see what's in here. Okay, we've got a hodgepodge of things here. Okay, so these were from Shelly Couvillon. Totally mispronouncing it, I'm so sorry. But I got this washi tape. It's called Magic Mail, and her whole vibe was very kind of, I wouldn't say downright spooky, but like I guess whimsical spooky. Just yeah, I got this. This was a set. This was a vinyl sticker set. This was a free bookmark slash calling card, and then this beautiful washi tape. The illustrations are just so nice, and they're also stamp washi, so they're perforated, so you can tear them away. Yeah, it's just like very detailed. It's very nice. So that was Shelly, and Shelly I got to buy on that final day. I went to say hello to Ash, and Ash made me, and Ash had these cute little die cut stickers that did not arrive in time, or I think maybe she sold out, and what have you. It didn't arrive until like just before closing on the final day. So um so yeah, so if you're interested, I think she's selling them now post show to get rid of them. But while I was there, I got this sticker sheet, kind of like a constellation star night sticker sheet. I Loot Papery. I got a few things from there. So there's Houston, we've got 99 problems, but stationery ain't one. I think this was from when they came to Little Craft Fest last year. So I got this one. And then I have the stamp sticker from Chicago Stationery Fest. And now I have it for Little Craft Fest. And I got this other stamp sticker. I got a couple of those. Here's some more. Houston, we've got 99 problems. There's this one. I want to say I bought from I Loot Papery twice. One on the first day or, second day, and then again maybe on their stamp rally day. Let's see what's in here because it has been so long. So we have those two stickers again because I just ended up buying again when their stamp rally day arrived on Sunday. And I want to say is this a freebie? Did I buy this? Can't remember. It's a little pigeon with mail. A sticker sheet. And then a few postcards. Yeah, I want to say I bought the pigeon. There might have been a special, like buy a certain amount and get one free. And then I got these postcards. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy, but I got these postcards. And then this was the freebie. This award says Houston Little Craft Fest, April 24th to the 26th, 2026. Certified Stationery Lover. So I'm going to add that into my journal. That was I Loot Papery. This one is okay, good, because I was like, wait, there's more to this. This is Tujing. I love her style. The first time I bought from her was actually from a completely different vendor who was stocking her work. So I think it was from the Mido table at the San Francisco Pen Show. And so I got a few of her vinyl stickers through there. So this is the first time that I am buying directly through her. And she had this series of New York City stickers. How cute are these? So this is like Central Park, both, in the warm months and then in the winter time, because there is a skating rink there, and then the subway station. I got this little dining table sticker. I got this. Let me open this up. Because it's a travel ticket. So it is on a cardstock, and it's quite thick. So this is uh, from San Francisco, so it might be from a different event, but I'm not quite sure where she is based out of. Might be from San Francisco, but in the back says Bunny Island. And yeah, it's pretty thick. And then there is a like a travel sticker. So the passenger, where you're going from, the date. So that's cute. And then the sticker sheets that I got from Tujing is this Texas Little Adventure one, so Houston themed. Little Moments of Winter. Endless Summer. And this orange one. I am now just remembering that I bought a couple more things while I was here. So the first time I swung by Tujing's table was on Friday, and then I went back on Sunday when I was buying the last few things, and I got something else. Let me find it. I got this one. I got this sticker sheet with all the little sleepy kitties and animals. So cute. And the funniest thing, while I was in front of her table, I started chatting with someone who watches my videos, and actually said that by watching my YouTube video from, oh my goodness, was it San Francisco? I think it was San Francisco Pen Show. I can't remember which one, but she realized that I had left behind one of my pencil boards at her table because she had discovered that someone had left something behind, and then she realized from watching my video that it was mine. So just, and that was from last summer, so it was funny. So that was Tujing. Next, at the Little Red House, I got this beautiful art print that says I am wonderful, and this little sticky notepad. That has gritted paper on it. Just very nice. And again, awesome conversation with her, and in front of the Sakura Dragon table. It was like, you know, a meeting of the minds there. So got that. Let's see what's in here. Oh, I think this is an Archer and Olive freebie. And this one is also, these were both freebies. Yes, these were both freebies from the Archer and Olive folks. Let's see. I'm going to go into LCN because I did go to the LCN table because it's irresistible. But the line, when I happened to go there, it was non-existent. When I first got there on day one, the LCN line was just like blocking Rin Studio. It was, I don't even remember who else was in that very corner. I think it was it Itoya? No, I don't think Itoya was in that corner, but it was a long line. But I got another little freebie pack of ephemera, so I'm just gonna leave it closed. And I got 3 pet tapes, one of the ones that I missed out on in Chicago. So this is another travel one. And then I got these, I don't know what they call them. Let's see. They're cobblestone. This one is piece of paper. So they are just, you know, little bits of paper that you can use kind of like as a washi strip, or just little accents on your page. And then these are circular, and they have all different kinds of beautiful patterns. So that was the LCN. Oh, so here it says cobblestone and piece of paper, so you can get an idea of what they look like from the label. Let's see, we are moving right along here. So this one, this washi, I want to say it's called Cozy Outfits. I removed the label because I was sharing a sample with my travel roommate, and then it took me a while to remember whose tape that was, like which shop did I buy it from. And thankfully, I had popped that label right here. So this one is Cozy Outfits, and it's from Ocean Sky Atelier, and it's this table was comprised of two artists. So it's Laughing Bear, and that's what this who this tape is from. And then there's also Cirque Cart. So I will be linking to all of these people in the description as I usually do, so that you can check them out for yourself. But this has little outfits and journaling, travel. It's just, I like the colors. They're kind of browns and more kind of muted tones. So that's Cozy Outfits. And then the one for LCN, that one is One Travel, in case you were curious what this pet tape was called. It's kind of, it goes in line with the other one that I missed out on in Chicago and then got a loop of later on. But that one is just so cute. Put that aside. At Wrong Wrong, I got these alphabet stickers that are all kiss cut. I haven't opened them, but now I have a bunch of different alphabet letters to play with. So that is Wrong Wrong. I went to Eric at Amarillo Stationery to finally get cilantro. I got the cilantro green ink that I forgot to get in Chicago, along with some new stickers that he just debuted for this show. So these two, because they speak to me. They speak to me. So this is Super Tortas and the dude selling all of the inflatables. And I got two more iron-on patches because I used this one and I want to see about putting them on some other tote bags that I've had that are looking quite plain. I'm going to dress it up with these. This is from, and I'm glad that it popped up here because I was trying to remember what else I got from Kiss and Punch. Clear that out. From Kiss and Punch, I got a little Craft Fest sticker. Add that to my journal. And then these two sets of mini flat cards. Look at this one. It's an illegal pad. It's so cute. I love it because at work, I teach creative writing workshops to kids, or I'm the director for that nonprofit, and we always get these legal pads for the kids to write on just because it's completely different from what they use in school. So I love this. And then this airmail style one. Anything in miniature, I am all about. All about it. So fun. Let me open one up to see the other side. So it looks like this, and it looks like that. Fun. And again, it was so nice to see Julie, because it'd been years. It'd been so many years. So yeah, we made it a point to say hello. We couldn't super catch up because she was very busy, especially when I passed by her table on stamp rally day. Forget it. She was just like, it was just nonstop stamping. This is an aside, but it's on the table, so I'm going to talk about it now. Along with the cilantro green ink that I got from Amarillo Stationery, I also got one of the Tono and Limbs inks. This is Longhorn Dust, and it is a grayish black, not super black, but a grayish ink. Uh, and I will insert a swatch of these two, cilantro and Longhorn Dust, into the video here. But my friends and I decided to get different Tono and Limbs inks, so that then we can swap and share samples. So I will be doing that after I've been able to organize all of this stuff. At Papier Plume, I just got this. I had just taken LCN's workshop on making wax seals charms, and I wanted to get the little gold, what do you even call this? Gold smear. I don't know, like a gold cream that you can rub over the stamps. Like if you do it with a glue stick, it's clear, so then you can add some color and shine with one of these. So Lynn has said that Papier Plume was selling it, so I went right over and got myself a teeny little bottle of it. So along with this biscuit floof, this is fine, you know, everything's on fire sticker, I also got this version from Once More with Love. And not only did I get this from Once More with Love, but I also got, and I went there a couple times. Marge was so sweet. We got to chat at the lunch line. She was just an absolute sweetheart. She was teaching for the first time. She taught, I don't even know how many workshops over the course of the weekend, but she totally killed it. I did not take her workshop, but those who did, I know, really enjoyed it and just felt way more at ease with doodling in their notebooks. So at the Once More with Love table, I got these washi tapes. So this one I'd been wanting for a while. And it is, you know, little like notes, and I want to say they're perforated, but and then you can write on all the little notes and message bubbles. And this one is more of like her doodles, and then this one is another more like artsy stationery kind of mosaic of all of those different tools. I also had been wanting these for a while. These are, how do you call it? They're kind of like stress strips. You can just put them on your laptop or in the back of your phone, and just, it's textured. It's a plastic texture, so it could kind of help ground you. And this one, not only does it have the texture, but it also has, you know, 5 things to do to, again, recenter yourself if you're, you know, having a panic attack or an anxiety attack. So I've been curious about these, and now I have these two. These were freebies. I don't have a problem. I have a collection. These are 2 postcards. So since I shopped on 2 different days, I got 2 of those. And on that final day, I just got these letter stickers. There we go. And I'm trying to go quickly, not just because I want to keep this video length down. It's also because I've been under the weather since I've been in DR, and so I can feel myself starting to deteriorate, and let's try and get to the end here. Okay, I'm going to do Panty Cat and Sherry Lou Studios together because I didn't know that they were sisters. Like they're That's so crazy. I don't even remember if they were seated next to each other. Let's see. Yeah, they were. Panty Cat and Sherry Lou's studio. Yeah, I just found out on Instagram one had tagged the other, but their styles could not be any more different. So let me get the other things that I got from Panty Cat. Okay, so from Panty Cat, I got some stickers. And like it's hilarious that her stickers are so funny. I found out about um her stuff, Victoria, about her work after I was watching San Francisco Stationery Fest videos, and people were just raving about Panty Cat because it's about this cat that has a massive tush, like she is thick, and I am here for it. It's just the funniest thing. Look at this. Like, look how juicy that cat is. And then I got these little Pokemon ones. But I'm hot trash. Ah, I love it. And so I got this on, was it on the second day? Let's see. Okay, so I got this awesome sketchbook. Look how this is as thick as that cat's butt. Like it is, woo. But I couldn't leave it behind. She had one open, and so I was able to feel the texture, and it's cold press, so it's that watercolor paper that has texture to it. But I love how chunky it is. It's you know I love me a chunky book. So, and it even has a pocket in the back. So love it. Love it. Nothing can just stay right there. I mean, what drew me to it was also the cover. The cover is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's colorful. It's fun. There's all these details in there. It's delicious. I love it. So that was Panty Cat. Okay, so that's Panty Cat. Now let's check out Sherry Lou Studio, which is a different vibe. So I got, well, I got a bunch of Sherry's, I think that's her name, and it's not named after somebody else, but there is like a whole series of house illustrations that were so beautiful. So I'll go through them really quick. Arts and crafts, this little house, flowers, this bookshop, this house of animals, dogs, a little bakery, a music shop. I wanted them all. Post office, a coffee shop, a library, stationery, and this fresh fruits market. Ah, it's so beautiful. I got some stamp stickers, because stamp stickers, and then a couple of postcards. But it's just so funny how different they are. They're both awesome in their own right. Oh, so here is Sherry Lee, but the shop is Sherry Lou Studio. So pretty. Yes, so I definitely, between these two, I wish I'd known they were sisters when I was there. But yeah, that's what I got from their shops. Starting to run out of space, or I've been run out of space, but the situation's getting dire now. Okay, Cocoa Daisy. I had met the women of Cocoa Daisy at the Chicago Stationery Fest. And so they told me they were going to be at Little Craft Fest. So I made sure to come say hello. And I got this Leave Your Mark sticker, as well as this tote, this bookish tote bag. And it is quite thick, or in terms of, you know, the depth. So yeah, a simple tote. Definitely carry your book and then some, but I thought the illustration was nice. And then one of the girls that I was traveling with, she had to go get herself one the next day. So it was Cocoa Daisy at Lauren Phelps Design. I almost made an order before I even got to Houston. Or even to the event, because she had offered the opportunity to just to buy something, and then if you put in a note that you were going to be a Little Craft Fest, she would have it there waiting for you. But I just ended up buying these things when I got there. Thankfully, she still had plenty in stock. But I got tip-in tape, and this is to help tip in pages or ephemera into your notebook. This makes it easier to do that instead of kind of whatever. You can use tape, folks. I mean, it's totally fine. But I wanted to try this out. I wanted to see how it worked. Sometimes when I do tip in papers, like the crease, it's, you know, it doesn't really line up with the crease, or the crease makes it pop out more, what have you. But this already has the crease, and it helps you line up the page that you're trying to insert into your notebook to make it a little more seamless. So we'll see if in actuality that is the case. So I got those in 2 different widths. And then I got this TN notebook sleeve. This is to help add in inserts without having to use jump bands in your Traveler's Company notebook. And so instead of, let me grab mine. So instead of using jump bands and the actual like TN bands, you would just slip this into the TN band, and you would put your notebook into these plastic sleeves so that it's easier to pop them out if you want to write on a flat surface instead of having it remain in your notebook. This makes it so you can just pop it out and then put it back in when you're done. And then you can get 4 inserts per sleeve. So since there are 2 bands on the Traveler's Company notebooks, you could potentially, I mean, I haven't put this to the test, you could have 8 inserts, but I'm sure that would just be way too much. But it's just another way of adding inserts without using jump bands. So you would put 1 on each side of the cover. And it comes with a little pocket too, so you wouldn't have to stick a pocket, an adhesive pocket to your notebook. So I don't know, I heard about this, well, last year, and was curious about it. So first time that I am at an event, and Lauren Phelps Design is there as well, and I wanted to check it out. So I got one for my passport size and then one for the regular size. And these have more pockets here on the larger one. So there's that. And then finally, I got a sticker album for longer sticker sheets, because the one I have is quite short. So I end up having to cut my sticker sheets in half. So I decided to get a taller one so that I wouldn't have to do that. One of the first things that I bought at the show, and I should have mentioned it first, but I went to made by Shania, and I got this little plushie. I saw it on Instagram when I was doing research for the show and instantly fell in love with this little guy. His name is Pluto, and he is the sweetest little thing. Look, he has a little moon and he has stars on his feet. And I'm not a huge like plushie. I don't have things hanging off of my backpack or my keychains. I try to keep it slim. But I could not resist this guy. He is so cute. And so I had reached out to her because she had released him, I can't remember, months ago, I think at the beginning of the year, maybe. And so on the website, it said that there were only 3 left, and I wasn't sure if she was gonna bring any to the show. So I had reached out to her to see like, should I order it online? Would you bring it? But she had gotten back to me. She said that she was gonna have some at the show, and so I went. This was probably like I went here pretty early on, if not the first shop, after Little Craft Place area. So this is Pluto, and he is so cute. So he's just gonna keep me company here. At Cottonberry, this was one of like the last purchases I made. I was doing a final lap with my friend, and we went to Cottonberry, and I decided to finally get a magnetic phone grip. I've never had a pop socket or any of those things, and I can't show you obviously because my phone is being used to record, but you just kind of attach this to the back of your phone, and then my hands are tiny, and these phones these days are so big, so now I can kind of, when I'm commuting and holding on to the pole with one hand, I can still safely use my phone. Obviously, it's not a need to have, but it is a nice to have because there have been many close calls. And since my phone case is pink, I got this one because I thought it would match nicely. So that was from Cottonberry. And Hearts and Sharts, I was laughing at this table. There were, and then I can't remember her name, but she had a string of videos on her Instagram. I do not appear in them, but she has like, I don't know if they knew that they were being filmed, but she has a string of videos where people are just like pointing at things on her table and laughing. But Hearts and Sharts has very cheeky cards, and I love these teeny little cards. All things teeny have my heart. Um, so I hope you have the day you deserve. And these are like little notes that you can pop in to these envelopes and share with someone. I hope you have to flip the USB 3 times before it goes in. I hope the next time you poop, you only have enough paper for one wipe. So it's like, that's the vibe, you know? I hope the light in your fridge goes out. I hope someone steps on the back of your shoe. Like, these are just so great. These are so great. I know a few people that I would love to send these to. So so that was Hearts and Sharts. Again, had like a big table full of really cool stuff. And just the name alone, I was like, okay, that one's on the radar. So definitely had to go visit her. At Mail Can, I got a couple of these keycap clicky keychains, just as they're kind of like a fidget toy, but they're fun to just press. I'm noticing that the light has already gone out. So these are little duckies, and there were a few different designs to choose from, but I went with this one, and I got this one for my partner. So this one, the light is still going strong because it hasn't been used as much, and this one I took it to DR, and the bad thing about the ones with the lights is that if something's pressing on it, it'll just you know, keep getting pressed and wear out, which is what I think has happened already, even though it's only been a week. But I'm actually fine with it, and I'm not just saying that to make these people look good. If you care about the light, then yeah, definitely reach out if your thing has already died. But the light was just really bright for me. I would have definitely, if there was like a no light option, I would have gone for that. But if I, you know, if I'm in the dark or when I'm on the airplane, it just was a little obnoxious to have it be so bright. But I don't know why only this one is lighting up now. Yeah, I don't know. Look into it. But this one, this is what it would look like. And they change colors over time. So that was from Mailcan. And then after I bought this one, because I was trying to find something to get him, I saw this other keycap keychain from Baneri. And this one I was able to choose letters. So each letter on the keyboard had a keycap, so I could write out whatever I wanted. And so I wrote his name. And this one is still going strong. Again, he hasn't used it as much, so I might just steal it back, but they're fun. Here are a few more stickers. So I got, well, not a sticker, but I got this beautiful art print, Julianne Doodles. It's like Studio Ghibli vibes. Very pretty. And the colors are, I'm just gonna put all of these in front of me at my desk. This is from Peppercut Studios. Or at least Studios, I think Studios is part of the name, but Peppercut. This was from Amy Tangerine, who I had a fun interaction with at somebody's table. I forgot whose booth it was, but they had these orange, like stuffed oranges, and it wasn't from Veronica Poirier. It was somebody else, and she was approaching, and I was like, "How do you not have one of these already? I mean, it's just it's so you." She was laughing at that, but it was nice to meet her because she wasn't at her booth when I passed by earlier. Let's see. This is another sticker from Ilu Papery, so I'm gonna put it with that. This one is from, I want to make sure I get her last name right because I want to say it's Poirier. Yeah, Veronica Poirier. And I saw this when it was shared on Instagram. I was like, oh man, I have to get it because my sister and I have this lifelong inside joke about having fun isn't hard when you have a library card. And if you watched Arthur, you know. So I had to get one of the W here. Man, I think this is Cottonberry, but I cannot remember. I mean, yeah, it has to be Cottonberry because the style is the same. And then whose was this one? If you know whose sticker this is, please let me know. It's very cute, but I can't remember the name of it. If I remember, I'll just add it in the description below anyway. So on the stamp rally day where Esterbrook was on the list, I went looking for something small to buy from there because I don't need a new pen, even though they did have the new Cherry Blossom pen for people to check out. They had just launched it. And so I grabbed the postcard and they're like, no, that's for free. So like, okay. And then I got this tote bag instead. And it's like a little basic drawstring bag. Check this out. And I will say there were also the stamp, not the stamp, the charm rally. So Pineberry Paper was doing another charm rally for the for this event for Little Craft Fest, but I didn't need another charm rally thing. So there's quite a few here that were also at Little Craft Fest. But some people were using that. I told my friends that that was an option if they had wanted to get something small from these vendors for the purchase stamp, to just get a little charm, because those were just a couple bucks. But I got Winston in this tote bag, so I thought it was cute. So that is Winston, and the postcard from Esterbrook. At Elite Accessories, they had like a table full of like really interesting things. So they had, I'm curious about using new types of papers for fountain pens and just other, other things. And I'll give you a little info on that after this video. But they had this pack of paper that I kind of feel sad opening it, but it's a lot of paper and of different textures. Let's go ahead and open it. Why not? Let's see. I know it's jam-packed because I saw the open product and it's a lot, and so the fact that they cram it into this is interesting. So here, maybe you can just, these are like just sheets of individual paper. Let me see if I can pull one out. Here, there's a couple there, and then there's a different type of paper here in the center. So it's just loose sheets of paper. So this one is cream and this one is white, and it's kind of textured on one side and smooth on the other. So you can make like teeny little notebooks with these. Hint, hint. So there is that. There's a lot of sheets in here. Does it even say? Yeah, I don't know, but it felt good. The paper felt good. And then this was an onion skin notebook, and they had one open there as well, and the texture is just like you would not believe. It is so thin. It's almost like tracing paper. I mean, it's onion skin paper. It is so fluffy and soft, and I'll have to figure out what what I'm gonna use this for, but it was just precious. The paper quality feels amazing. You can hear it. It's so crinkly. Oh, imagine writing with this in ballpoint and just having all of like the indentation from the pen, just feeling it on the other side. I love it. Some people hate when that happens to their notebooks, but I love it. And it just fluffs it all up. So got some new papers. I was very sad that Yamamoto paper was not able to sell at the show because their shipment did not arrive in time. So, because that was on my list, but I was still able to get some new notebooks and test out some new papers. I also got this wipe. These are wipes for your stamps. They're by Sachiata, and I am terrible when it comes to using my clear stamps because you should clean them after you use them, otherwise they start getting, dirty. The ink stays on the clear pad. And so I just use it, and then I kind of stamp on a clear sheet of paper to get that ink off, and then maybe I'll like rub it up against the notebook, but I never fully clean it. I don't like soap it down or anything. So hopefully this will make it a little easier for me to just immediately clean my stamps after use, especially since I got my new ones from Everyday Explorers, and then the ones that I got from Chicago Stationery Fest. So let me see. I'm looking around because I know there's probably more hiding away. Okay, so in terms of what I bought, that's pretty much it. But I did get some things from my workshops that I want to really quickly go over. So from the Esterbrook kind of travel journaling workshop that I took Sunday morning, we were given these. So this is a alphabet stamp set, and then this is the travel workshop kit. We knew we were going to get this kit, and that alone made the workshop worth it. So inside, we got this TN, and it's not real leather. It is fake leather, but it comes with these plastic sleeves. We got some sticker sheets. And then it has how many? 2 inserts, a lined one and a grid one. Got that. And then in this little pouch, we have 3 washi tapes. There we go. So travel, foods, and stationery journaling. What are these? Let's see. I haven't even opened this. You can glue the back of this printed packet as you like to make it. What? You can glue the back of this printed packet as you like to make it a real packet. Oh, as you like to make it a real packet. Okay. I don't really understand what that means, but. So we got some, let's see, can you stick them? We didn't open these all the way. We were just listening to Shannon talk about her ideas for travel journaling and how we can include mementos in our journaling. But oh, I see what these are now. These are pockets. PKT means pocket, not packet. So they're glued on 3 sides, and you can glue all 3 sides if you want to make it a full pocket. But if you only want it to, be on like insert from the side or from a corner, you have options on which sides you want to stick onto your page. Got it. That took a bit. Okay. We have a water brush as well as a watercolor palette, which is here. And I had seen Alexandra do a full unboxing and review of this kit, so I already knew what to expect more or less, but I'd forgotten. We have some metallic watercolors. This is an ink pad, and it's still, again, closed. From Alexandra's video, I just remember, and someone mentioned in the class, that it doesn't click shut. It just kind of, like, it just touches it. It doesn't fully close, guys. So you can use a hair tie or something to make sure that the ink does not evaporate over time. So, yeah, so we have an ink pad. What are these? Oh, this is a page marker, a little bookmark, a luggage tag, or if you want to stick it to the inside of your TN, so not a luggage tag. You stick it to the inside of your TN and you can insert a picture or contact info, what have you. Some stickers or die cuts. Let's see. This is going to be the longest video on earth. So stickers. variety of stickers, all in that same color palette. I will say, you know, the browns and oranges are very nice, totally cool, because they also have this bright blue accent color. It's a little jarring on the side of the notebook, but it is what it is, and you can always just, I don't know, put a tape or a band or something if you want something that's a little more in line with the rest of the vibe. Some luggage tags. I know there's like iron-on patches, but they're not really iron-on. You put them on with the adhesive backing. And we have this bookmark, but one of my friends also thought it'd be cool to just stick it right onto the notebook like that, like a little decoration. And in here, and this bag is so tightly snapped, we have 4 large stamps. So we have a travel log, what I am buying, food ratings, and then month, like a month checklist. Okay, so that's all we got from the Esterbrook workshop, which is fantastic. At the LCN workshop, let's make sure I got everything. We got, let's see, this little kind of flame holder protector. I don't know what you really call them, but I have materials for wax seals and all that, but some of these I don't have. So I don't have a holder like this to, you know, place on top of the flame and then just put the little spoon on top. I've always just held it and then immediately poured it onto my surface, but I have that now. We got some clear glue sticks. We have this little scoop thingy to mix the, let me see, the wax beads. So we got a packet full of different colored wax seals, or the little beads. So you could mix colors and create a marbling effect like I like to do. And then you can kind of scoop with the other end of this. We got this plastic, what do you call these? Plastic surface, so that you can pour directly onto this and then pop the seal off if you don't want to pour it directly onto your envelope or, you know, whatever your journal page, which I've done before. So you could do this. And then the rest are kind of leftovers. These are the ones that I made. Again, be gentle with me because this was my first time doing something like this, but I created these two. This one and this one. And so we got to bring home just a little bit, you know, remnants of ribbon and charms and hooks to keep practicing. And that was, and then, you know, along with a bunch of little wax beads, which I have a whole container full of them in all kinds of colors. So that was from LCN's workshop. Next, from Lena's workshop on cozy collage and journaling, she gave us quite a bit of ephemera, which is really sweet. I saved this because it's what was used to hold these things together, and I thought it was really sweet. I want to make sure that it is from hers, because I know from LCN we were able to bring home some ribbon. So I want to say this was, yes, this was from Lena. And when you sign up for her workshop, you can add on a Midori gridded notebook. This was totally my bad because I have enough notebooks and I just failed to uncheck this option. So I have another notebook now. And she gave us sticker sheets, she gave us notepads, she gave us loops of pet tape and washi tape, just like all kinds of little things to play with while we were in class. It was very chill. I really enjoyed it. So it's just, you know, different things to choose from. And then she had 2 different aesthetics that you could go for as she was creating your class kit. So if you wanted cute, you could go for cute. There was also a minimal aesthetic if you wanted, if that's the kind of journaling that you like to do. So it's just a bunch of little note cards. I know the lighting is getting a little harsher, but just stamps that you could cut out and add, bits of paper, just all kinds of fun stuff. I haven't even looked through all of it. I just kind of chose a few that I wanted to do for in class, but I haven't even gone through all of these. There's so much to choose from. And this is just from, I think this is from her collection. So just fun stuff. Lots of fun stuff. And then if you didn't really like the sticker sheet that she had included in your kit, you know, she had a little stack that you can go through if you wanted to swap it out. But I liked mine. They were very cute. And then she also had this little pamphlet with the information that she had to share. It was a fun time. Oh, and here's the selection of pet tapes and washi loops. It's just fun. We got a lot of stuff here. So yeah, so I'll have to kind of go through these and organize it all. And I didn't, you know, we didn't get any anything to take with us at the handwriting workshop, but this is the kind of pamphlet newsletter that Nellie gave us to take home. So I won't flip through it because obviously it has the worksheets and all that, but I love how it looks like a newspaper. Oh, and then finally at the Thousand Skies workshop, we got this, her list of kits that, like, tools that she uses for her doodling. So we were given that and then some reference photos as we worked through a little layout together. And last but not least are the awesome things that I received for free from people who were just there to swap, people who were there seeking me out specifically, which I am absolutely so humbled and grateful. I got to see Tony from Feed Your Creativity. That, you know, I definitely have added her, running into her and that whole thing in the previous video, but you know, Tony had these little buttons made and just absolutely so sweet. I had some little ducks for her, just an little inside thing that I had brought with me to give to her. Look at this cute little LCF charm. It is so teeny and cute. This is her button. She always makes buttons for these events to hand out. I love everyone was so generous and so clever with what they were offering to share with the community. It was just amazing. There's also these little fruit and flower erasers that are almost too cute to use. So thank you so much, Tony. It was absolutely great to see you again. Let's see. This was from the Hubman and Chubb Girl, either in the bags or I think I bought them actually. I can't remember if it was free with purchase or in the bag, but let's run through what else I got. So somebody, oh, more than lettering. Yes, we were chatting for a while. She was helping at the Sakura Dragon booth, and she had given out these little packets of ephemera and note pages. This bag was holding all of my little Craft Fest stuff so I could journal and add it into my planner. But this was from Everyday Explorers. So I'm putting that aside, and this was from Rin Studio. So I'm putting that aside. This was from Oblation Papers. They brought their machine again so people can press and make their own mini print. This was from LCN. They had their little Craft Fest luggage tags, so I'm gonna add it to my journal just like I did in Chicago. I got some stars. Just again, everyone was so generous. You are beautiful. This was from Little Nibble Studio, who also created this awesome Twisby vinyl sticker. Look how cool this is. Yeah, this is, yeah, great job. I already commented, but I had told her that her sticker was amazing. She also created this one, When Nibs Fly. So there. See, this one is from Pretty Like a Scrap or Licha Scraps. So this is her handle. It has little vinyl stickers inside. Cute little face there. And this was from Pink Line Crafter. And then Lori, who I first met at Little Craft Place at the store. Was there with Esther, and I got to like meet Raymond and Carmen, just lots of awesome people. So it was fun to just spot them throughout the weekend at the show. So there's that. Here's some more cards. So this is from the Texas Planner Babes. I don't know if they actually had their meetup. I didn't go to any meetups if there were any. I was just so tapped at the end of the day. This is from Lauren Phelps Designs. They gave this as a little memento to add into your journal, but also there was a raffle ticket at the bottom. Let's see. This one is a card from Cotton Berry. This is from the Zebra folks. This was, I think, either in the swag bag or just I received this for free somehow. And I got another one. Let's see. This is from Dee Ann. I remember, oh, she was also such a sweetheart, but this little charm, look at this little tassel. It is the simplest little thing, but it is so pretty. It's just a little simple tassel. This I thought was stuck to the envelope, and I was like, oh man, that cassette tape sticker is so cool, but it's not, so I can use it. So at Dee_Ann, thank you so much for saying hello. And inside are these more stickers. Let your pen express what your voice cannot. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. There you go. So yeah, people were just so clever. Someone was going around, and I only saw this after the show. Oh, look at this. Wow. That's gorgeous. Damn, did you do this? Dee Dee Ann. Wow, that is all of them. Nice. That is impressive. I thought these were just vinyls that you bought. But someone was going around with their photo printer and taking pictures of them and just offering them a print right there on the spot, which I thought was so clever. This one is from Nancy Moy, who is a local in New York City calligrapher and artist. So it was nice chatting with her. I forgot at what table we were just chatting it up at, but I will definitely want to connect with her. Let's see. Let me open this really quick. Okay, so this has bits of ephemera and stickers, just like all little pocket goodies. More stickers. So yeah, there wasn't a proper destash table at the event, but one of the attendees just started her own. And soon there was a table full of things that people were swapping or letting go of, which, you know, if you make it, it will come. This was me. I stamped this at the Taro Maro Studios because I didn't have my planner with me. This was from when I went to Drum Goals. Oh, this one, I think her name was Lisa. I can't remember now, but she was hilarious. She just like she was just so excited to just swap. You know, she also has a YouTube channel, and I will do my best to link to everyone so you can follow each other. But I definitely love these and this little magnetic bookmark. Okay, what else? What's this? Oh yeah, these are more, this is from LCN, the other one that I got. And let's see, that's from Rin Studio. This is Ash Bash Crafts. It's another freebie. This is from Jean. We had an awesome conversation right smack in the middle of the marketplace. And then this was going into my little craft fest pile. This is from the Scrap Parlor. Look, this was like I think one of the first free things that I got when I got there. Yeah, there was this little collage. Can I undo this? I don't want to break it. It's like a little collage. So pretty. I got some charms, some more charms. So this is Little Craft Fest, and I think I mentioned this one in the video because her bag was full of charms just hanging off of the side, but I had to pick this one with the little rabbit. We got this one with the boot and LCF. Some more little charms in here. This was from, oh man, Cheryl from Rickshaw. She was at the LCN. Was she at the LCN workshop? Either LCN or the handwriting workshop. I want to say it's the handwriting workshop. And so she was just giving everyone a little pin for free. Another charm, a little paper clip. It says love. And so Cheryl was also giving these out, these vinyl stickers. Some more stickers, little craft fest, a little hamster. This goes with the Cottonberry folks. This one is from my LCN. I think LCN? or the no, from the handwriting workshop with Nellie. And then this I got from a fellow cozy travelers member. She was there. She's local to Houston, so thank you so much, Michelle, for giving me this. And then finally, this bag, which I was like, what? Look, this had, not only did we get a pouch, but she was giving out these little notebooks, so they're lined notebooks, even though you can't see it from the light. There you go. This pen, it's like a feather pen, and a mirror. Yeah, that was crazy. I don't know how many of these she made. I don't know how many she gave out, but it was super generous of her to just make these. It was great. I was blown away. And very, very thankful. So, phew, I'm gonna need a rest. That was obviously a lot, and now I'm in a no-buy for a few months until the next event, which is Stationery Fest. So I will be at Yoseka Stationery Fest at the end of July into the 1st of August. So I think it's July 29 or July 30, 31, and then August 1st. And I will be sharing more info probably on social media, but I am going to be teaching a workshop at this year's Stationery Fest. I am very excited. I am going to be teaching a bookbinding workshop where we will be saddle stitching our own mixed media notebooks, and you get to choose whatever papers you want to include in your little book. And it is going to be a lot of fun. I'm super excited. I know that tickets will be going on sale on May 11th, I want to say. So who knows when this video will go up if tickets are already on sale, but I definitely hope you will join me because it's going to be a blast, and I'm looking forward to it. I am not looking forward to putting all this stuff away, but it is all good. I hope you found some shops and, brands that you had not heard of before. That's why I am here, to just show you what's out there. And yeah, I'm looking forward to playing with this, plus the stuff that I got at Chicago. I am cut off for a while. So if you went to Little Craft Fest this year, definitely let me know in the comments below if there were any fun things that you brought home with you. If there's anything from my massive haul that you wish you had looked into, just know that I will be linking to these shops in the description box below. But definitely, I want to hear what your experience was like. Did you have any fun finds? Did you discover any new brands? I would want to know all of it. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!